on our entertainment. So today I'm coming out with another recap. We talking basketball wise LA. Okay, I am going to be recapping this and Orlando. Okay, so I'll be doing both in one video. Okay, so we get introduced to Brooke basically doing a photo shoot. Brooke always does photo shoots though. Brooke, okay, she is proving her point that she deserved the cover over Drea. Y'all remember when that one season when they fought over that cover and Drea called that guy a faggot? We didn't forget Drea, okay? That didn't slip out of our memory. I remember that. So shout out to Brooke though, because I think that like for you to lose your daughter and for her to keep going on with life is as she is, it really shows that she got a whole lot of strength because a lot of people wouldn't have been able to continue on with life so easily like Brooke has. So it shows you that she really is mentally strong and she will go up a bit ass too. On to Jennifer. Now, I don't know why Jennifer is still on this show because technically she's not a basketball wife. That guy that she's with doesn't do basketball. So it's kind of like, what are you doing here? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, get your money. You get what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Jen needs to be careful. Let me tell y'all why. Jen is the perfect scammer nigga's dream. She's rich. She's gullible. She's up there in age. And I don't think she has the most inner self worth confidence on the inside when it comes to niggas because of what she's been through in the past. So that guy, I don't know. I'm telling you, like, I don't know. Jennifer has real money. A lot of people do not know this. Jennifer does real estate outside of just the show and everything. And that's how you see all these fashions and stuff. It's just the new boyfriend. He scares me. Like, Jennifer, you hold a tight hold on your clutch, on your Chanel bag, your Fendi purse, tied up a little tighter. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so Jackie, you guys, is still on a weight loss journey. Jackie has been on a weight loss journey for a bit, like 3-4 seasons. Like that's Jackie's go-to storyline. You know she's not gonna do nothing with Doug relationship wise. We're not gonna dive in too deep with that because that's like a no go. Okay, Jackie, you can't touch relationship when it comes to Jackie. So she like, hey, what? My stomach a little purging. Let me just focus on the weight loss. So every 2 seconds on basketball wise, it's weight loss with Jackie, weight loss with Jackie. So she's trying to get this new diet, and we get introduced to Vanessa. It's the bangs for me. Not only the bangs are banged up, they're multicolored. From one scene, I've seen them go from a ruby red, velvet, to black, to a little bit of a dark blue. I said, wow, it changes colors.
In the know, I must say, Delicious' mom, she is an innovator. I never knew in a million years that a human can sprout plastic hair. Is she from another planet? I don't know, but crazy.
Let me tell y'all something. Jackie, you are not real. I would have been like, hey, I know it's your first season and all, but like, what you gonna be looking at this scene? Them bangs, we gonna go to a hairstylist real quick. We gonna set that up, okay? We gonna fix that. Now fix that. Like now check that. Like you know what I'm saying? The bangs, they're crazy. Okay. So Jackie is still stuck on drinking a whole lot while trying to lose weight. Why she thinks that's going to work, I do not know. Because your liver is probably livering right now because all that alcohol you done took, Jackie. Like damn, you really think that's your kidney and your livers, okay? Your kidneys is gonna be complex, okay? So while we're meeting Vanessa, we get to find more about her. She hangs out with Jackie throughout the episode, and Vanessa, I think, was perfect casting. Whoever casted her, good job, because these are the type of people you need on reality television. You could tell she did not. She probably barely watched the show if she watched the show and got on there. You can tell that like she's just good. Like you could just tell that she's not trying to come off as somebody. A lot of these girls and stuff that get cast for television, they're trying to come on the show trying to be like somebody. That girl is herself. She came on with those bangs. So you can't tell me she's trying to emulate nobody. So she comes in and while talking to Jackie, she talks about some of the relationship troubles that she's been through. She says she put GoPros and cameras all up and through her husband's the house with her husband, the car, everything followed. She bugged the car, followed the car, found him with a girl. They didn't end up on the show Cheaters. Next thing you know, she ends up chasing the girl out of Arizona where they was living at. I guess he harassed her that she harassed her that much to the point where the mistress was a goner. Okay? Which is crazy to me. But she talks about the ball check. So with the ball check, she makes them strip down and she feels the testes. And if they're heavy, nothing has been done. But if they're, a little bit empty, the deed has been done, which isn't true. What Evelyn said is actually correct. When it comes to the temperature, that's kind of what depends, the shrinkage or not. So it's not really too much on that when it comes to, doing the do, and then that's why, there's shrinkage. It might be the temperature of the room. My whole thing is, do you do the smell check too? Y'all remember Tasha from the game? She used to do the smell check too. She used to smell under there. Like when you checking it, you smell under there too to see if it smells, a particular smell. Do you do that too? Now she asked Jackie, "Hey Jackie, do you still do the ball check?" Jackie said she don't do it no more. Okay, they've been together 2 more. Her and Mr. Doug have an agreement. All right, we didn't see more Doug. I miss seeing Doug. Doug to me is the star between Jackie and him because Doug to me has the calm personality to Jackie's crazy. So anytime Jackie's acting crazy, he's like, honey, you're gonna have to relax. Like you're doing too much. Stop, Jackie. Calm down. Like, and then he gets mad at her, but we don't ever see him get angry on camera. He just gets mad at her, like by not talking to her, like sort of like, hey, watch out. So to me, Doug is the funniest one out of those two. Okay. Also, Vanessa ends up meeting Jennifer this episode, and she lets us know that she is called Giselle Blanco. Okay, if y'all don't know Griselda Blanco, that is the mom of one of the cast members that was on Cartel Crew. Let me to give y'all a little story time real quick. Now y'all know, like a couple years ago, so I used to do like whole lot of extra work and stuff like that. And I did extra work for Cartel Crew. Child, that show just as fake as over Hip Hop Miami. No shade. Like there was a scene, RIP to that cast member's family member, but like they ended up passing away, and we did a whole fake protest scene and everything. Sadly, that show has been canceled because the son of Griselda de Blanco, he and the wife wanted more money, and I guess because VH1 wouldn't meet those commands, that's why Cartel Crew not on. Which I like Cartel Crew. I will say they were actually friends for real. Like it's not really for show. Like some of the stuff, the situations are not that real, but like they were actually friends in a friend group. Most of them were, like outside the show. Okay. So she also says that she's a bill collector. That they call her the bill collector because she's known to, I guess, collect checks or basically check people. I didn't really get the bill collector type thing. Like, do you collect the funds? Like, if money's missing, you the one that they go to get the money back. Like, the bill collector didn't really make no sense. Like, maybe an invoice sender. Like, I don't know. So Evelyn and Jackie end up meeting. They're, catching up, whatever. If y'all don't know, Evelyn and Jackie is friends in real life. Like they kiki and stuff outside the show. I know from the show it made it seem like they catch up and stuff like that, but like they actually are like good together, like Cookie Crunch girlfriends outside of the show. And Evelyn's telling them about the whole fiance the new fiance that she has. I don't think it's real. Sorry, I don't think they're yeah. Listen, the thing is, Evelyn goes for the top dog. Who the hell is the Lazar? What's his name? Lavon. Come on now. We know how Evelyn rolls. Evelyn rolls with the big dog. She goes for the top tier, the CEO, not the PA. I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm not saying he's a PA. I'm not dissing him, but I'm just saying the caliber of dudes that Evelyn has gone for has always been like never on who the type of guy that it's always been the ranking of what the person is when it comes to what they do. That's why I think this relationship's not gonna work out because Evelyn's like that. Okay, so she's catching up with Jackie. She's inviting Jackie to a party that Brooke is throwing for Evelyn to welcome her back to LA. Even though I don't think she ever left, she just welcome her back to the show. Brooke is basically happy because she knows that the ratings are gonna come back now that Evelyn is back. Because if Evelyn does bring ratings, like her or not, like it is what it is. But the relationship to me does seem fake. All right, we get to the party and one of the girls that we meet, the new girls, her name is Jacille, aka Glorilla. She looks like Glorilla and sounds like Glorilla. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, it was so weird. She was just like, "My name Jacille, so like, I'm dating somebody in the WNBA. Like, I love my fiance. Like, my fiance is like the best. Like, she does everything for me. I love her. I'm excited to be here in LA to see these new ladies and get acquainted with them. So I love them so much. So like, yeah." When she told Jennifer she has a fiance and she is in the WNBA, Jennifer said, "What? She what?" Oh yeah, yeah, Jennifer, she's gay. Oh my god. Breaking news, bitch. Like Jennifer, you would have thought it was the first time she ever heard of a WNBA wife being around. Like, girl, like Jesus, she was gagged. Okay. She caught herself though, but I caught you, Jennifer. All right. Jen and Jackie are still out on good terms from the last time that we saw them. And we also meet Brittany Renner. Now, Brittany, I'm excited to meet. And her and Evelyn are actually cool. That's Evelyn's friend. Evelyn lets us know that she reminds her of her younger self. Brittany is a little bit more reckless, though. Evelyn knows how to pick her battles. Brittany's not scared. She hosted Justice Cabaret reunion. Y'all don't remember it? That was Brittany that was on that Justice Cabaret reunion when Amber was getting Doon Cha Cha by a ballistic. That was Brittany Renner. So she's not a scary girl. Okay. I don't think she's like what Evelyn used to be. I think she's a lot more bold. And she doesn't care, to be honest. So I'm glad that she's on this show. So Brooke lets Evelyn know that Vanessa has an issue with you. Vanessa is best friends with Carl's ex baby mom that he already has a baby with and had a baby on the way when they got together. I can't excuse Evelyn from this. I don't care what nobody say. If a nigga telling you they not with a girl and the girl is still pregnant, you gotta side eye that, Evelyn. I don't care what nobody say. I'm sorry. Like, come on now. Come on, Evelyn. You gonna really sit here in our face and think is broken up for real, for real? That's like Blueface and Krishan. Jaden was pregnant while she was with him. You in Krishan's mind, she's like, "Oh, it's over, nigga." Yeah, nigga. Nah, nigga. Look what happening now. Like, come on. Like, Evelyn to me is pure BS when it comes to this whole situation. So she sits down and kind of confronts Vanessa about the whole thing. So Vanessa was just like, I don't really deal with like homewreckers. I said, I was shocked. I ain't gonna lie. I thought she was gonna try to word it and package it a little bit more sweet, but it seemed like she didn't give a. I said, "Damn." I think it caught Evelyn by surprise because usually when we have new girls on Basketball Wives, they come with a little bit more appropriateness. They come with a little bit more class. They're a little nice, okay? But Vanessa said, "Hey, I don't need this show. Y'all need me." So she said, "I'll deal with homewreckers." So Evelyn's like, "Oh, well, I'm not gonna let you come here into you know what she didn't say that I wanted her to say, because they love to say this on the show, circle or collective. She didn't say either which one. She said, I didn't want you to come into this situation. I wanted her to say, I don't want you to come into infiltrate this circle and this collective, because y'all know they let her say that, but she didn't say that. Uh, but she's like, I don't want you to come into and manipulate the situation as if I knew what was up. That's what he was telling me. That's why you need to do your research. Cause no, I'm sorry, I'm on Vanessa's side with this. One thing I respect about Vanessa, she's on fake. Somebody that was fake that would have got, let's say they cast somebody that was fake, they would have acted haha kiki in her face, and then they would have talked badly behind her back. She talked badly behind your back and to your face. You gotta respect it. I don't care. Say what you want about her bangs, okay? But she came in with a big bang. So into you guys is Basketball Wives. So Basketball Wives Orlando. Here's the thing. They shot a pilot for the show. They didn't air the pilot. So when you guys are seeing all these flashbacks, it's because that was a pilot they shot during the summer. Why they didn't air the pilot, I don't know. Because that to me wasn't smart. Because I think for somebody first watching the show, they might be a little confused, but they did a good job of explaining it. So of course, Megan is like the introductory girl of the season. Let me tell y'all something. They tried to make Megan the main girl. Morgan is the main girl. She is the one in charge in at large. It's not Megan. Sorry, Mookie. Like that was perfect casting putting Morgan on there for real. So Megan, of course, she says she moved to Orlando for new beginnings. Let me put y'all on game. Some of these girls don't really live in Orlando. They just came down for the shop. Just like Basketball in LA, at most of the time, Miss Malaysia, LaQuisha Malaysia Pargo, she didn't actually live in LA. She lived in Atlanta. She would just move down for the show and then go back. So I don't think Megan actually lives in Orlando. I think she just moves to Orlando for the show and then comes back. Her relation to the basketball world is questionable. I'm sorry. They tried to put it in a good package, but the package, it wasn't fitting. Okay? Like it's okay. Just don't try to make it seem like it makes sense when we know it doesn't. Because a lot of these girls on the show aren't like basketball wives. They've dealt with basketball players. So yeah, she's talking to Shawnee. Shawnee's catching up with her. She's asking her like what she been up to. She talked about the Hollywood group chat. I worked for Megan as well for a short stint of time for the Hollywood group chat. And yeah, moving on along. So basically, Shawnee is telling Megan, "Hey, I'm going to introduce you to some new girls in the basketball wife universe, so that way you could get acquainted with the city." Okay, and Megan decides to put all the girls or whatever in a group chat and invite them to a brunch. So then we meet Morgan. Morgan looks like Camila. Okay, she looks like Camila for Bad Girls Club season 8, Las Vegas. I thought that was Camila. I said, Camila, what are you doing here? To be honest, really thinking about baddies, Camila would be more fit for a show like this than baddies. You could tell she's over fist fighting. Camila wants to read. That's what Camila wants to do. Camila belongs on Basketball Wife. She does not belong on damn baddies. I believe Camila still lives in Los Angeles or California. Why is she hasn't? I don't know if she's ever been offered to be on Basketball Wives LA, but to me that's more of a fit for her because it's like you could tell she's past fist fighting and the dumb, stupid stuff. Like she's not on that type of timing anymore. Okay. So Morgan, you guys is married, and she has issues with another basketball wife named Ashley. So Ashley, you guys, she was best friends with Ashley, and apparently started bringing girls around her ex nigga. Her ex nigga are not like on the best of terms or whatever. Like it doesn't seem like they're really too much happy with each other, especially with how angry Morgan is. But she hasn't forgiven Ashley for that because she feels like Ashley betrayed her after her and Ashley were like best boo friends. Okay, so we get to the brunch and we get introduced to Neek. So Neek, I don't watch her YouTube channel, but all the girls say, "Oh my God, Neek, 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 Neek." To me, she's my favorite so far on the show, besides Morgan. I like Neek. I like her. It seems like this is the perfect one of the best types to have on a reality show because it doesn't come across force. You could tell she's really being herself. Megan, Stop reading them scripts in that confessionals. I'm so sick of it already. I don't know if they're telling Megan what to say or if they're feeding her lines, but it's coming across very scripted. She's like, so I decided to, it's giving Diamond the Body on Deja Vu confessionals. So I decided to invite all the girls to the brunch because all of the girls are kind of acquainted and I wanted them to, it's like, is the script on the side? Like, that's the only thing that bothers me with her confessionals. It makes the show look fake because it looks so scripted, and that's what's wrong with it. Nick, you guys knows Megan, so her and Megan are kind of familiar. In my opinion, they should have did it like this. They should have introduced Megan through Nick and make Nick introduce Megan to the girls. Not try to make Megan get these group of girls that she don't know together, because that's so fake to me. Like, it should have been the other way around. Megan gets introduced through them, through Nick, and it gets to know the girls. That would make more sense, and it would come across more authentic. Like, oh, that's my friend, a friend of mine, Megan. Because half of the time they don't really be friends like that. So it's like it wouldn't even matter if her and Nick didn't weren't friends like that. Still, hey, this is my friend of mine, Megan. Boom. Now, oh, Megan, let me text these group of girls. Like, what is this? Like, kid group chat? Like, I don't know about that. I ain't like that. that was weird. That's the first time I ever seen on reality television that they did something like that. So they get to the brunch. And like I said, it's clear they wanted Megan to be the main girl, but it's Morgan. So, not gonna lie, she stuck out like a sore thumb. I don't know if it was the scene was awkward, but it looked like the girls were like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "Damn!" Like, I don't know if she didn't shoot a lot of the pilot with them or something, or she was a last minute addition on the pilot or like last minute thing. But I feel like some of the girls was just like, "What you doing here?" Like, it was giving a little bit of that. So Morgan, of course, is not too happy with Ashley because of what Ashley has done in the past, and her and Ashley are not on good terms. So the whole time they're at the brunch, they sort of side eyeing each other. Ashley reminds me of the Ashley that was the original Ashley on Basketball Wives, the white girl that they all hated. That's what Ashley is giving me. A little bit of that and a little bit of Susie, okay, but less boisterous because Susie got a mouth on her. It seems like she's more scary than Susie. Susie was scary, but she was a mouthy scary. So it's like she still talked, right? So the girls kind of break off into like little groups or whatever. Megan's catching up with Nick, and they're like kind of catching up as to what's going on in their lives, and then we see I guess Morgan notices some girl eyeing her at the bar. So she like, why are you eyeing me? And it's her friend Hernia, okay? Not Hernia, Hernia. Hernia, I guess, kept eyeing Morgan. And Hernia is Ashley's friend. So she's basically checking the Hernia girl, like, why you keep looking at me with that one wonky eye? Why you keep looking at me with that dirty eye? Okay. So I guess Ashley was defending her friend. And the whole time Ashley is behind Morgan and Hernia. So Morgan and Hernia are talking, and Ashley just keep she talking. So Morgan does a up, up. Not gonna lie, she didn't put her hand in her face. She put it in her direction. So Ashley was just being dramatic and wanted to, cause more conflict. Talking about, don't put your hand in my face. Don't put your hand in my face. Meanwhile, it was like this. Because they weren't that close to each other. Because Ashley knew to sort of back up. Because in my opinion, Ashley knows that Morgan will put the abruptly there. It seemed like they sort of like walked off. We got a couple flashbacks and stuff because we get introduced to Neek's boyfriend's baby mom, Mackenzie. So Mackenzie and Neek had got into it during the pilot because we see a flashback during the pilot of them arguing because they made it seem like apparently Mackenzie was in the media bitter about Neek and the boyfriend being together. Okay. So we find out that Mackenzie rented a house 3 doors down from Neek and where the boyfriend stay out. That's weird. It's getting weird. That's like, I said, what? This must be for the show. It has to be because it can't be for real life. I don't think Neek lives in Orlando either. I believe she lives in Houston. So I think that house that Nikki is staying in for the show is rented. I know exactly where it is. It's, you know, it's shot in the rush area. I'll say that. Okay, I have a few people I know that live in Orlando, so it's like I know exactly where around where that was. I was like, wow, isn't that funny? Okay, so they at this point though in the show, it seems like they're cool and they're getting along. She kind of dropped off her son over. It was a little bit awkward. Of course, I don't think they're gonna be the best of friends because like you F her BD, so it's like y'all never gonna be like Kiki Crunch girlfriends. Like it's always gonna be like a sense of awkwardness. But it's good that for now they're keeping it cool, like for the sake of the show. So all the girls sort of meet to go and golf. Most of these girls look like they wasn't ready and dressed to golf. Okay, we meet this new girl named Lizzie, and she has like this black dress on with this tank. She was pregnant, but like she was not dressed to golf. A lot of just got some cute skirts, a polo shirt, and said, "Let's go." Okay. So they first started to golf. Next thing you know, it started raining. So they got rained in. That's what you get for filming a show in Florida. That's gonna always happen when you should film a show in Florida. Like the weather is gonna be so unpredictable. Like you got to get in scenes and shots and everything. Like when you can. Okay. So the girls all going inside to eat and sit down, and Megan brings in Nikki. So Nikki, you guys, is Forrest's ex-girl. That was on Black Ink Crew. That's probably why she looks familiar. What does she have to do with the show? That's my issue. At least is she an ex-girlfriend of a basketball wife? At least Megan just needed somebody just in case these girls decide to jump on her, which I know that none of them would ever dare to. Maybe Morgan would. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that threw me off. Nikki just popping up out of nowhere. That Lizzie girl, she is a basketball wife. She is a basketball wife. So it makes sense her being there, but Nikki being there kind of didn't make sense. Neek so far out the show I like the most because during the dinner conversation where they were all eating and drinking and stuff like that, we find out that Megan dealt with Morgan's ex nigga. And I'm like, oh my God, everybody just dealing with this nigga. Morgan was stressing. She looked on the thing, she said, and Megan's just like, so yeah, like I was your baby dad, and like, it wasn't like nothing like we know in like a couple group dates, like I ain't suck him, I ain't fuck him. So like, yeah, what's up? Morgan's like, well, I knew he cheated. Like I knew he cheated all the time. So like I just didn't know it was with like you. And Megan's like, oh, you know, I was gonna say it, but I didn't think it was the right time. The Lizzie, the pregnant girl, was the one who revealed she's the one who revealed it to the whole group. So Megan is smart. Let me tell y'all something. That girl is smart. She's very smart. She did an alley oop. She did an alley oop real quick, and she basically said, "Hey, how would the pregnant girl know that? Because the pregnant girl is a friend of Mackenzie." So Mackenzie basically is the one who probably told the Lizzie girl, the pregnant girl. So how she would know that is because Ashley, who is Morgan's enemy right now, they're not friends, talks to Morgan's ex dude on the phone all the time and probably found out about Megan and then told Mackenzie, who told the pregnant girl. So that was a good alley oop to kind of divert the attention away from you. Good job, Meg. That girl is smart. I'm telling you. Okay. So Morgan is basically like, wow, like that is crazy because Megan's like, hey, Ashley talks to your nigga all the time, like on the phone, like every day. You know how Tommy was like, I sit on his face like every night. Like it was like he talked on the phone with your nigga every day. So you saw the gears start to turn. Morgan probably starts to remember all those times. He probably had to step out the roof for conversation. Mad. Morgan was mad. So they start talking about Ashley. She starts dogging Ashley. Mackenzie feels uncomfortable because she feels like, hey, I am her friend. Y'all shouldn't be talking about her like this. Like, I feel so uncomfortable. But Morgan could care less. Morgan's like, yeah, well, there's doors right there. You can leave. I don't care. Morgan's giving us all the energy that we needed. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you. So last thing we see is Morgan and Mackenzie sitting down. Not Morgan, Mackenzie. Morgan and Ashley. Ashley was scared. The moment she sat down, you could tell she was about to leave that scene quick. I could have predicted how that scene ended before in the first 5 seconds. Because Morgan's sitting down like this, and then Ashley's coming up. This Morgan. And Ashley's coming. Ashley says, she's like, and I'm like, yeah, you might. I think you might want to exit. So she starts telling her, like, hey, you in my family business. Like, why you keep talking? Why you feel so comfortable be talking to my ex-husband? Like, you shouldn't even be talking to me. And then Ashley's excuse is, no, she's best friends with his new girl. But still, if you've talked to him before on a continuous basis, that is kind of weird though, because you are married. Now, her and her husband's relationship that we saw on the show, I do believe that's something solid. He seems to me like, he hold her down. You can put it down. I got fall in love. He put it down and he hold it down. Okay. I could just off of that one scene, you get the vibes that like he with her for real. Like they locked down. They locked in. Okay. So Morgan starts to get very irate to the point like it looked like she was about to toss the drink in her face because she feels betrayed because she's like, we were once best friends, but you're out here talking to my ex-husband, at least, and you being best friends with my ex-girlfriend, my ex-husband's girl. Okay, because during the divorce, that's I guess when Morgan found out about all the cheating or whatever. So she felt betrayed because I guess when she came to Milwaukee, because they both lived in Milwaukee, she didn't know nobody, and Morgan was the only one that was nice to her. The moment Morgan started getting up and irate, Ashley said, I said, I never seen nobody leave a scene so quick. She dipped out and she said, dip on niggas. That girl is scared. I was like, wow. I think she saw what was coming. Morgan was either going to toss the drink or try to hit her. Morgan's a violent girl. She looks like she thought in blows. Okay. I like this show because it's a younger energy, so I like it. I just hated how it was presented. They should have dropped the pilot. Megan's confessionals, whoever is behind the camera should be like, hey, like you sound like you reading a script. So that's what made it like me. I've watched a lot of reality TV, so I know how it works. So it's like, and I've been like on like a couple of background of some of them. So it's like I see how it works behind the scenes too. So it's like I kind of see it, right? But for a typical person who doesn't watch reality TV like that, they're gonna watch the show and be like, "Oh my god, it's scripted! Like this fake." No, it was put together the wrong way, in my opinion. And why did y'all put it at a 10 o'clock time slot? Damn, y'all couldn't put the original LA at 8 and then put the other one at 9. Y'all gonna put it at 10. Y'all trying to get the show canceled because y'all know Florida shows gonna be lasting long. I know. I'm gonna rate this premiere. I give it an 8 out of 10 because I like the young energy. I really do. A lot of them are basketball eyes, whatever, but still, I like the young energy. Okay. Let me know what y'all thought about this premiere. Which one of these new girls is y'all fave? Like I said, so far, off of the show, just in general, I like Morgan and Neek 100%. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below, and we're all babies.
No personal thing.